Alright, story time. Wisdom time. So it's funny, one of the previous videos I did, I called it, like, part of the title was This Is It. Because this is it, the greatest shift. And everything comes in due time. And yeah, when you ignore the signs, you only make it more complicated for yourself. I know as I do this video, literally at the start of this recording, I'm watching the hawk circle up ahead, which I noticed it like on my way back to the car. Literally, I was in deep thought, like literally, and at the moment of the thought, I heard it. Looked up, boom, it was flying from one tree to the top of another one. So yeah, it's funny how everything happens, because when it's time, it's time. It's like no need to keep yourself stuck when you're ready for the next phase and the next level in your life. And I kind of been keeping myself stuck because it's been like a comfortability thing. You know how like when you're used to doing something so long and you are used to being comfortable in that position that you're in, and you got to make changes, but you only move once change start to move in on you. So yeah, everything been going good, right? I learned so much. I see every way I held myself back, and I see all my gifts and all my strengths that I have to push myself forward. Now, before I really start diving deeper into, my story, my message, I just want to start with this dream that I had a few weeks ago. So I had this dream, right? And in this dream, I just remember going up a hill, and I was in this rental car right here, which was like my second car for the last 6 months. So in the dream, I'm going up the hill, but I'm losing gas as I'm going up the hill. And slowly the car starts to it comes to a stop. Excuse me. Now, this was the dream I had. Now, I know I've been feeling it, and I know it's so much more I will be doing that I could have been doing, but I was limiting myself because of my comfort zone and the things that feel all too familiar. Those that know me know that for the last few years, I've pretty much been doing my own thing. Anywhere from logistics services to Uber to Instacart, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Amazon Flex, roadie. I was even a photographer for this broker that I was working with. And I took on various side hustles to maintain my independence. I could have got a job. I still can get a job, get a good job, but it's just like a part of me, I got so, I'm a Sagittarius at heart. I value my freedom. The last full-time job that I actually worked for 4 years, that shit drove me crazy. And I haven't really worked another job like that since. I have did jobs. I was doing, security, temporarily. It's so many different things that I did to keep myself afloat and to not have to clock in on somebody else's time. Because, one thing I realized with me, if I got to clock in on your time, expect me to be late. Because bad enough, I don't want to be here. I'm just here for the check, really shit ever. Now it's just with these changes and everything, I would get a job with doing something I actually enjoy versus settling for just another check. That was my mindset back then, and that's why I didn't last with a lot of jobs, and this is why I really didn't get promotions, because I didn't see myself any more than what I was just for the position. And it was just like, my mindset then is, yeah, I'm just there for the money. I don't give a fuck about this company. I don't even want to be here. And, lately it's just like, I'm grateful for the experiences that I've been having and being on my time and all the places I've been traveling to and all the amazing people I met. Ayo, shout out to y'all. And it's really been a blessing. It's really been opening up my eyes. It's really been showing me different things. And, had I stuck to my original plan and really doubled down on the things that I need to, this transition could have happened a lot sooner. But you know what? I prolonged the process to the point where God constantly been showing me the signs, like, either you're going to move on your own or I will move you. And this is exactly what's happening again. And it's almost like I'm kind of back to square one where I started 6 months ago. But my mental state, my emotional state, and my spiritual state is so much stronger. This is why I'm not even panicking, because like, yo, this is a challenging moment right now. But you know what? I'm up for the challenge, and I know I'm gonna push through like I do everything else. But this is it. So I wanted to do this video, say goodbye to her. I named her Foxy, and like I said, this has been my car for the last 6 months. And, today just might be our last day, because I just got a feeling that, Hertz more than likely won't fix her, because she already, hit a certain mileage. And, it's part of the Uber program, and they know, Uber drivers, we running these shits up. And from a business standpoint, if it becomes more of a liability than an asset, you gotta cut your losses so that you can make bigger gains. So, that is causing me to move in another direction. And I just know that, well, not even that I know that, it will be hard, and I might not be able to get another Uber rental through Hertz, because the inventory is so low, and when people get them, they stay in them for a while. Honestly, shout out to the guy who inspired me to stay in this one. It's funny because he had this Jeep before I got it, and the Jeep had to get some ball joints done, so he had to switch out. And one of the days when I was at the Hertz in Schenectady checking on my car and shit, me and him got in a conversation, and he was telling me, he was like, yeah, I've been in this rental for damn near a year. So he was running this Jeep up before I even got it. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to hold on to it for a minute. So, mind you, this was back in January. It's been a good 6-7 months now, and it's just time, because what I've been doing has been helping me get by, but now it's time to really get ahead. Now it's time to produce, create, share, explore. And it's time. You can't no longer resist change when the change is ever so present. When change is staring you eye to eye, and y'all literally nose to nose, forehead to forehead, hey, you might as well kiss change at that point, because change is a beautiful thing. You are not meant to stay in your comfort zone. You are meant to consistently evolve. And you know what? I'm grateful. I take this as a blessing. And you know what else is a blessing? The fact that I could have broke down on any highway in a completely worser situation, but God ain't let me go out like that. You know what? I was able to park here in the parking lot by Lowe's. I was able to still drive it once I noticed, all right, it's done. This car is no longer drivable. So thank you, God. I'm grateful for that, and I just know everything gonna work out. I got faith, and I will play my part, and I'm not sitting around. I'm not playing around. And like Nip say, I don't stress out. Poke my chest out. Weight on my shoulder, bring the best out. get it right or you get left out. So, that's it. I'm about to step it up, and that's my message to you. Like, I understand, you're comfortable doing what you're doing. You don't know how you're going to pay these next bills. You can't really see nothing right now. See faith, right? Keep faith. Believe. Just know that God got your back. Your guardian angels is watching over you. And this is not here to keep you in this very position. They pushing you forward. We pushing you forward. And the time is here. The time is now. This is it. So, I'm parting ways with Foxy Baby. Thank you for getting me around. And you know what? Thank you. Maybe I would have got ahead even more had I managed my money right. And that's another thing. It ain't like I got a spending problem. I got improper money management skills. No, my management skills just needed a little more work, and also I just needed to bring in a little more money. But bigger than that, I'm just bigger than this, It served this purpose because it allowed me to be on my own time as I figure everything else out, instead of making more money at somebody else's company on somebody else's time schedule while trying to figure out everything. And yeah, sometimes I have days where I'm completely shut down. I can't really interact with people. Imagine having a schedule, and despite how you feel, you still gotta go in. You don't want to go in, but if you don't go in, hey, that's gonna cost you your job right there. I'm grateful for this experience with the apps, because hey, if I choose not to cut the apps on and do what I do, then hey, I feel that my pockets suffer, and I ain't gotta worry about, if I don't clock in, if I miss this day, I'm gonna get fired. So I'm just grateful for the way everything turned out, and this is all a learning experience. And just like another previous video I did, hey, it's these 360 moments that we all have, that we all should really pay attention to, because it's for cheese and crackers still on my lip. It's for the greater good, for you, nobody else. So when it's time, allow that transition. And I was working on another quote today, another picture and everything. I might drop later, and it was just like, congratulations, you made it through metamorphosis. Now embrace your beauty. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Peace, love, and many blessings. Stay up all day, every day.